"You're not in my league financially, not husband material," she said in front of her entire party. I replied, "You're right. When I met Madison 14 months ago, I decided to hide my wealth completely. Drove my Toyota Camry instead of the BMW M5 in my garage. Let people assume I was just another developer making decent money. I'd been burned before by women who suddenly got interested once they discovered my bank account. This time, I needed to know someone wanted me for me." Madison came from old Austin money. Cattle baron, great-grandfather, country club memberships, the whole package. From day one, she was probing with comments like, "I love that you're so practical about money, and it's refreshing that you're honest about your limits." My limits. Like I had some cap on what I could spend. Her family treated me like a pleasant, temporary boyfriend. Her uncle Garrett, an investment banker with an expensive watch, loved reminding me to keep expectations realistic and save money for when the market shifts. Meanwhile, my company had just closed deals worth more than he made in a year. I'd hear her on calls with her mom, "When I get married, not when we get married." Little tells revealing I wasn't in her actual plans. Her graduation party was last month at Westwood Country Club, the same club my company had sponsored with a $75,000 check. She'd never made the connection. I showed up underdressed in khakis and a button-down. Madison introduced me around, "This is Tyler. He works in software." Not he runs a company, just he works in software. Around 8 p.m., standing with her relatives, her uncle turned to me with that testing smirk. "What's your take on commercial real estate? Thinking about diversifying your portfolio?" He knew I supposedly didn't have a portfolio. A few people chuckled. Then Madison laughed. A real one. "Tyler's not really in my league financially. He's sweet and everything, but definitely not husband material. Not for this family anyway." She said it like commenting on the weather. The group went quiet for 2 seconds. Then Garrett chuckled. Someone made a comment about knowing your limits, and conversation moved on. I pulled out my phone and sent one text. "En route, ETA 8. "You're absolutely right," I said calmly. "I'm not in your league." She looked confused. "Tyler, I didn't mean it like that." "No, you did, and that's fine." 2 minutes later, everyone heard it. The distinctive thump, thump, thump of helicopter rotors. People rushed to the windows. A corporate helicopter settled onto the country club lawn. "Is someone leaving?" Madison's mom asked. I buttoned my jacket. "That's my ride. Dinner meeting in Houston. Figured I'd take the chopper." Madison's face went blank. "You have a helicopter?" "My company leases one for business travel. Pilots on call 24/7. "Tyler, wait, what company? You said I'm not husband material because I'm not in your league financially. You're right. I should date someone who actually wants to be with me." Garrett stepped forward. "If you've got money for helicopter transport, why drive a Camry?" "Because I wanted to know who Madison actually was. Turns out she's exactly who she showed me. Someone who measures people by their bank accounts." I removed Madison's hand from my arm. "I've spent over a year watching your family treat me like I was beneath you. Comments about my car, my prospects, keeping expectations realistic. Your uncle telling me to save money like I'm entry level, and you constantly being considerate of my financial limitations that only existed in your head." "What company do you work for?" her dad asked. "I don't work for a company. I own one. Data Shield Solutions. Enterprise software. Started 4 years ago in my apartment. Currently valued at $50 million. Just closed a deal with Dell that'll probably double that." Silence. "Data Shield?" Garrett said slowly. "You're the founder? We looked at investing in your Series B. I recommended against it because the founder was too young." "Probably. We got funded anyway." Madison followed me to the helicopter, heels clicking. "Tyler, stop. I didn't know. How was I supposed to know? You drove a Toyota." I turned one last time. "I shouldn't have had to tell you. You should have wanted to be with me either way. That was the whole point." "I didn't mean it," she said, crying, mascara running. "You didn't think I'd do anything about it. You didn't think I had options. You thought I'd just take it because guys like me should be grateful for girls like you." I climbed into the helicopter. As we lifted off, I looked down. Madison was standing on the lawn, dress whipping in the rotor wash, staring up. Behind her, the entire party was gathered at the windows, watching, recording. My phone blew up before we cleared city limits. Madison, her dad, her mom, Garrett. I put it on silent and watched Austin's lights disappear behind us.